We're moving back right now because I don't know if you can hear it on this, but we have an active gas leak. Steve, we just got new information in from police. This is very much the definition of a developing scene. All of this happening just within the past 15 minutes or so. Going to step out and let you look at this. This is at Southside Food and Liquor off Army Post Road. We were just about to do another live shot over right nearby on Peyton Avenue when we heard what sounded like the gunshots. And we are at Hoover High School's football stadium. You can see the stadium has emptied out, but it looks like the game was in progress as these shots rang out here near the stadium. 2:15 sitting on the clock. The plane took off from that grass airstrip, getting a few hundred feet, going into those trees, then crashing into that field. Laura, the search efforts continue today, and it's clear everyone here in Brooklyn wants to find Molly Tibbetts. You go to just about any business here in town, and you'll see a poster like this one with Molly's face, her name, her description, and who to call if you see her. One thing she says you might not think is super important in this cold, but actually is drinking a lot of water. This tree right behind me is not the only one. You can see just a line of trees that has just been toppled over by these strong winds. You see all these branches. She is expected to survive, which is really miraculous when you think about it. Not only was she getting stabbed repeatedly, but she had to jump off this second floor balcony to escape the guy doing it. Well, the aftermath of this chase is evident. You can still see a bunch of debris still scattered about, but the real damage was done here to B&L's drive-thru. This police dashcam video shows the suspect's car crashed into a snowbank. That's after officers say he hit this blue Ford Escape, slamming it into the store. All this happened around 5:30 Wednesday evening.
Nearly 2 and a 15 back. What the hell's going on over here?
High-speed chase.
But for the most part, Thursday, it was business as usual at B&L's.
Hi.
Clerk Jennifer Ryder is keeping a smile on in spite of it all.
The explosion noise that it made was what scared me the most. Like, I thought something blew up in here. I wasn't sure what happened, but I turned around to see the butt end of the vehicle inside the building.
Turns out that blue Escape was her mom's car. Ryder had borrowed it for the day.
I'll never forget that noise. Ever. Ever.
She says the car's probably totaled, but above all, she's grateful nobody got hurt.
Could have been a lot worse.
Police say the chase started after 37-year-old Jeremy Altman, wanted on a parole violation, didn't stop for them. They tell us it's not the first time.
Over the years, he has led our agency on a couple pursuits previously when he has active warrants or simply when he just doesn't have a license to drive.
Altman now faces a number of additional charges after the brief pursuit.
As short as this was, quite a lot happened.
Quite a lot indeed. Ryder says customers have asked about the boarded up windows all day.
Mainly the main question is, somebody try to make it a new drive-through? No, they didn't. It was just mine that spun into it.
For her, laughter makes the best of a terrifying moment.
I have to. Otherwise, I think I'd be here in tears, and I really can't do that and help people.
In Fort Dodge, Chris Gothner, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader. It's political pageantry on full display.
Oh, this is all, right?
It's candidates flipping and grilling all kinds of meat, or even meatless burgers for noted vegan Bree Booker.
Vegan burgers. Taste good?
Oh my gosh.
Even I tried one.
We were surprised. We've done, I bet, 500-600 of these. I think that's a pretty good amount for Iowans who are generally, steak eaters.
Shaking hands, taking selfies on Saturday, the Polk Democrats' steak fry was perhaps the center of the political universe.
I want to hear what people have to say. And it's all in one place and we get to eat.
And it might be best described as controlled chaos. For 17 Democratic presidential candidates, it's a chance to reach the more than 12,000 potential caucus goers who attended. That's a record.
This is my first steak fry, so I'm happy to be here. Look forward to spending the day here.
Iowans take this seriously, and we know that there's about 135 days before anybody actually expresses their preference. So there's a lot of good work to be doing here.
Rain couldn't douse the campaigning, and it didn't dampen the enthusiasm of fired-up Democrats.
With all the enthusiasm of everybody and to see the different camps set up, it's just a lot of fun.
At Waterworks Park in Des Moines, Chris Gothner, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
Dan James Richards of Creston, formerly of Winterset,
was born June 3rd, 2002 in Des Moines.
The youngest of 4 children, born to Danny Joe Richards and Laura Jean Marie Miller.
Little Dan, chose to take his own life on May 3rd, 2019.
It's a notice to the world about a loved one lost. The obituary for 16-year-old Dan Richards has much of what you might expect to read in a tribute to a young life gone too soon.
He attended his sophomore year at Creston High School,
which he was about to finish. In school, Dan was involved in choir, chess club, and football.
He was easygoing and so caring.
Dan touched the lives of so many, he didn't have a mean bone in his body.
But what makes this go beyond the mere public notice of a family tragedy
Is it's the worst pain anybody could ever imagine.
And I'd just like a few words just to...
is the pointed message those who loved Dan included.
The family would like to note,
To the bullies out there who succeeded in making Dan feel worthless,
He wasn't. We really just want to raise awareness that it happened. It is what it is. We want to prevent other families from having to feel this way as well.
Dan's sister Mary says her family wanted to deal with bullying head on.
It's not just one place, it's everywhere.
As they grapple with denial, anger, and feeling blindsided.
We wish he would have talked to us about it more because we didn't realize how much of a problem it was until it was too late. I wish we would have asked more too, and I just wish people would have told us as well.
But as Dan Richards' family shared laughs, smiles, and their best memories of the boy they describe as the ideal teenager, they're reflecting on another part of their message towards those tormentors that goes beyond blame.
the family has no hard feelings toward you.
And you are forgiven.
Your actions are between you and God now. Everybody deserves that second chance. It's not too late to change how you think about people, how you treat people, your perspective on life. God would want us to forgive them, so we have.
And as this family chooses to forgive, there's something they don't want any family to forget.
Just be caring and kind and talk to them, love them, cherish them. You never know how long you're going to get with your kids.
he had such a big heart and will be greatly missed.
In lieu of flowers, we ask that everyone be kind to each other.